Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Today we have Christi joining us, and we are going to talk about all things Valentine's Day. It's going to be great. How is Valentine's Day celebrated in New Zealand compared to the US? That's what we're going to talk about. Here we go. Boom.
Okay, here we are. This is what I do. I decorate.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Christi is a big decorator. Okay, so that's sitting somewhere in your house.
Yeah, this is on the mantle, but I couldn't put you in there because I have children now all over the
Your
house.
fireplace. Okay.
Okay. Remember, I'm into gnomes this year, everyone. Remember, gnomes are a thing right now for me. So this one has a heart. Okay.
Are gnomes big in New Zealand? I haven't seen any. Maybe I'm not much of a shopper. So
okay, so I have a question though. So like right now, gnomes are the thing. Well, they are for me, but they're also all over the place in the stores. What do you
somebody's
get?
buying them.
Yeah, so do you guys have like a themey thing right now that everybody's getting on board with?
Okay, you have to understand one thing, that Americans have fads like nobody else.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did mention that.
You
Okay.
guys go in these like fads because you have such a consumeristic society that just like you guys just want to buy. So just give me the fad, the gnome, and now there's 10,000 gnomes for everything, for the end of your pencil, for your notebook, for your pillow, and then people will buy.
Where did I put okay, and I just bought Valentine gnomes for my window.
There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The sucker born every day.
I'm her. I'm telling you, you can sell me anything as long as it's pretty. Okay, and you know how much I love coffee, you guys? Look at this cute one. This is also on my mantle. I love you a latte.
Nice. So did you just buy this, or are these decorations you put up every year?
Two of them I bought the last couple years. Yeah, I mean, basically I have some sort of heart theme. I don't know if you notice, these are hearts on my shirt.
Oh, I didn't. Thank you for pointing it out.
And I bought this for Valentine's Day as well. It's comfy, but got the hearts, but dress it up, dress it down. You're welcome, America.
You literally bought that this year to wear on Valentine's Day.
Yep, sure did.
Week. Yep.
So what will New Zealanders be doing on Valentine's Day?
Okay, great question. I've been thinking about this just in general. In New Zealand, holidays aren't a big show like I would say they are in the US. Like all the holidays in the US, it was just a money-making machine. Now, that's not to say that in New Zealand, these businesses aren't trying to make money off of the holiday. So in the stores, you'll see candy. In the stores, you'll see flowers and ballots, but just like a little section of it. It's just like, I'm starting to see Easter stuff. Hot cross buns are big here. So like they're like coming, and we can talk about Easter, but like, so I see a little Valentine section when I walk in, but that's it. And it's not even every store. So like people will go out. I think it's going to be hard to get reservations at, restaurants like it would be in the US. Like people will go out to dinner. There's a couple different things. They have adults only in Wellington where I'm just looking at. They have adults only at the zoo, 18 and older after 8:30.
Are you serious?
Yeah, where they have like.
What are we showing at the zoo? I know.
Well, they said something about like alcohol, like a bar is open and some food, and then
the alligators will be drinking, so
like
be there with
experiences with animals. Like, I don't know. I was like, I really have no desire for that, but to each their own, right?
Right. I'm thinking alcohol and exotic animals should not go together. You're going to lose an arm, a face, something.
What is that? Yeah, you have to be like over 18 to go, and because you can drink at 18 here. So
yeah, that's right. Well, Americans,
so I was like, adults only zoo. Anyway, that's just in Wellington. And
around here, because it's 900 below zero here. You can basically do ice sculpture things. Like you could go ice skating. You could, but once it gets below zero, I don't see a need to go outside. And because we still have the Rona here in the US of A, I don't know if restaurants, they can't be like packed out like
That's true.
normal.
It'll be different this year.
It'll be different this year.
The Zoom Valentine. Like, what do we
Yeah,
do?
exactly. Well, I know I did my little research 2 seconds before we got on here, and it said, that's how well I plan ahead. Tara was like, hey, we should do goals for 2021. I was like, oh, I should probably have goals. Anyway, so I did do my little research, and it says online shopping will be the thing for the USA this year for Valentine's. And we're planning to spend $21.8 billion on Valentine's Day.
What? An online shopping? Okay, just so everybody knows, I got a new store, Kiwi American Merchandise, is available. And maybe I'll go in today and I will heart it up. You know, we'll Valentine it up.
You need to Valentine that
my design.
Theme it.
Start advertising in the US.
I will buy all of it.
That's
I love
a good idea. It doesn't take me long to make something new. So
okay, good. Tea time. Okay.
Yep. Valentine.
So,
what's going to be so I need to do Valentine gnomes.
Yes.
And make fun of COVID and make fun of like Valentines on the screen. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, something. And then there always needs to be some sort of Garden of Eden behind it to show New Zealand.
Yes. It is like the Garden of Eden.
Anytime you send me Marco Polos, I'm like, what?
I know.
It's gorgeous.
It's unbelievable. Gorgeous. It's unbelievable. When people come here, they're like, what is this place?
Yeah. So
it's amazing.
It doesn't matter. You all don't need a fad because you got plenty to do there. See, we're like, I need to eat some chocolate on Valentine's Day because we don't have a beach to go to because it's frozen. A question for you though. Do you have a favorite Valentine gift?
Favorite Valentine gift? No, like I'm not like, you know, chocolate's always good. Let's be real.
Let's be real, people. Do it.
I'm an easy date. Okay. Just give me some chocolate and some coffee. You know, flowers, they die. Yeah. You know, it's okay.
It's okay.
I don't take it all.
Okay, what about spa days? Do New Zealanders do spa days for Valentine's Day? Like gift certificate to the spa, do your, you know, pedicure.
Yeah, so spas, yeah, you know, I love spas in the US and I have tried to get into it here. They have some, but it's not the same amount. And they don't always do it like quite as well with the robes and the hot pools and the cold pools, and you can stay all day and you just need to book one service, and you got the little pool boy that comes and brings you your drink and your organic food. It's so great. And so they have so many of those in the US and they're not as prolific here in New Zealand, but I keep finding them here and there. So it's probably just a matter of me finding them. So if you own a spa and would like me to come and do a video on it, I can. Yes.
And if you need some
and pool
USA, I will come too.
Yes, in Christi. Yes, been lots of requests for you to come here. When are you coming here?
I know that would be.
You might qualify under like celebrity mode though.
Oh.
If there's enough requests for you.
Okay, request away, people.
When we were growing up in Valentine's Day, because there's a lot of traditions for American children that I haven't seen in New Zealand. So I have only lived in one area of New Zealand, so don't scream at me if you do this in the South Island or somewhere, but I haven't seen it. So the first thing I want to talk about is, do you remember those shoe boxes that you put the Valentines in elementary school or primary school?
Yeah. And you had to, it was this big like decoration, who had the most creative. Yeah, it was a little stressful, let's be honest.
It was there. Okay, when I think about the mental health, when we were kids, you know, it's different. We didn't have social media. It was different, but there were things that contributed in the same way that social media does. Okay, so what happened was, as a child, you had to bring a shoe box to school and you would decorate it at school and you put your name on it, and then on Valentine's Day you had to have come prepared with all of your Valentines for every person in your class. They'd send home a list of the names. You had to fill it out for everybody, even if you don't like them. And,
Exactly.
sometimes you'd attach little candy, but you have to understand, in the US, you go to Walmart or Target and you buy these packs that are the same number of Valentines for an entire class. So like 30, right?
Yes.
And it's all prepared for you. And you just write, to George from Sam. Like that's all it says. Unless there's that special someone. Cool. And then, and so girls tended to be more advanced, shall we, in terms of like their interest in boys, at elementary. Oh. And so do you remember, like I would get, so anyway, you go to school, you put it in everybody's, and then you take your box home and you would open it. And it would be so exciting. But the girls, I was always boy crazy. It's true. And it's just true. And so I would get these Valentines, and if they put like, to Tara from Sam, and if they put a heart, then you're like totally reading into the heart, right?
Yes, totally read into it. It means love.
Or they sent you like the little hearts and it says be mine on it. Or
do you guys have those candies that are the little hearts with all the sayings? Those are so fun.
Do we not have those here? I don't know.
Because they are so fun. I'm gonna have to send you those because they are so fun.
Okay, New Zealand, do we have those? Do we have those?
They're like, guys are like.
Yeah, they must. They must. I'm gonna go to the store today and I'm gonna find out because I don't remember because I don't live in that world anymore. But
right.
Yeah, so these little Valentines when we were kids, elementary school, every single year you did this. This was a tradition in American public school.
And it still is. So tonight, I might give you a little Marco Polo later. Sophie she's in 6th grade, and she has to decorate a box tonight. And all the craft moms are killing me. They've got these boxes that are up this way that if you pull it like this, then,
No. Are you serious?
Oh my gosh. One of them posted it on Facebook and she was like, oh, we finally got the Valentine box done. I was like, I was planning on putting on a sticker and calling it good. Apparently not. So,
okay, so what happened to them doing it in school? So it would be fair and even see, no, here it is. Competition.
Here we go. Bring on the competition.
And just so you know, audience, as a mother, then my children had to do it every year. It's like the run to Walmart to get the thing the night before. Oh, crap, we forgot to do all the Valentines times 4 children. And I'm like, okay, grab it. And then you get there and there's nothing left.
No.
There's SpongeBob and the Brat Scouts. Nobody wants those on their Valentine.
And the amount of money. Because everybody needs a piece of candy to go with it, or a pencil, or whatever. And then you always forget Johnny Jojo over here that you forgot that he also is in the class. He only comes every once in a while because, we have the COVID.
Oh, yes.
2 days a week. Anyway, I forgot about the teacher that I'm like, listen, there has to be a cutoff. There just has to be a cutoff.
There has to be, right. Then it's all the teachers, and you can't just give them a little piece of paper. So just so you guys know, like you get the little cards, the papers, maybe I'll put a picture on here. And then you can add candy to it, or like a sucker or a pencil and an eraser.
All the things. Okay. Do you remember in junior high, this was a big deal when I was growing up. Carnations.
Oh,
goodbye. My dog is driving me crazy.
Oh, sorry.
Carnations. Yes. You could send them either like secretly, so you don't know who they're from, or you can add a little note to it. But either way, they get handed out during the day, and you just get random carnations at every class.
Okay, hold on. You got it handed out all day on so just so the audience knows, because I have a lot of New Zealanders. So what you do is you go to school on Valentine's Day and you pay $1 for a carnation. And there's a white one, a pink one, or a red one. White means friends. Pink means maybe more than friends. Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
And then red is love, right? Love. And so you buy them and you put a note to who it's for, and you can sign your name or you can be anonymous who it's from. And then you give it to a person that's running it. And so they get, at our school though, it was like, we all got them on I think 6 hour, like after
Yeah,
you open up
maybe
your
you're
locker,
right.
you open
Yes.
up your locker and you see how many you get.
It was so fun. So fun. And then in high school, we had a board that you would check after every class. And if your name was on it, it meant that you got some sort of flower candy balloon
No,
thing.
no,
Yes, delivered to school.
no.
I mean, it was so fun. It was like an event. It's not just a holiday, it was an event.
So I'm going to assume that you think it's fun because you got stuff.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, you want to talk about mental health issues. This is the same
right?
thing as like
Oh, I
social
didn't
media.
even think about that. That's so
You're so
true.
stressed out. You know, there are people that did not get carnations. And you know, like I remember being concerned about certain friends. And so you're sending it to them to make sure they get something when their locker opens.
This is true. I did do this.
And sometimes you like pretend that it's like someone that likes them. So you send them a red one and send them anonymous.
It was kind of a
you know, because you're worried that they're going to have good feelings, right?
I didn't even think about that. Is so true. That is kind of correlation for today.
Yes, because it's true. So then the popular girls open up their locker and it's this like flood. It's just a flood of flowers. And the rest of us be like, yeah, I got two.
I know, but we were givers. Like I would just give them like, oh, happy Valentine's Day. I love to just give. But my dad, everybody wanted my dad to be their dad. Not kidding.
Oh,
I had a good dad. So my favorite thing I got during high school was from my dad. He would send a teddy bear with flowers and a balloon.
No.
Uh-huh.
To your class.
To my high school. Yes. So
your name would get on the board.
Yes, my name would be on the board. And what I love about that is then if no boy had given you anything, you still felt like, hey, somebody thought of me today. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course. But what about everybody else whose dad's not doing that, which is everybody? Or they could feel embarrassed that it's from their dad. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. See, I'm just weird. That doesn't, but I'm like, I love my parents. They're great. I'm an only child.
Only child. Yes.
Else is it? Do you remember? I'm trying to think what else.
We didn't have anything in high school. So this whole board thing, that's stressful. I'd be like, looking at that board the whole day. There's no learning happening.
You're so right. No learning. It's like, who got flowers now? Always. Oh my gosh. I was always like, oh, my name's not on there. Dang it. And then when it was, I was like, oh my gosh, my name's on there.
Oh, wait.
We did sodas one year too. They like ixnayed the flowers for some reason. And then they gave out, I thought this was super cute, orange crushes. Remember the soda called Crush?
Yeah, right, Crush. Yeah. So it's like Fanta. Like Fanta. Right.
So cute. Play on words. Welcome to marketing. So yeah, I was like, this is fantastic. But yeah, that is a great question. I know one of my children is going to take somebody out for coffee as Valentines. I was like, can I come? No. Are New Zealanders nightlife people, would you say, or does it shut down early?
Oh, that's a good question. No, there's like, I don't know about Auckland because I haven't spent a lot of time there, but like in Wellington, there's like a street Courtney place where all the bars and the clubs are, and it kind of starts 10, 11 at night and goes till 2 a.m. So that would be Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, that would be going on. And of course, I've been there, done my share of dancing, and it's been fun.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you bring up the Running Man? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a younger crowd, but hey, I can participate.
I know, that's me too. I'm like, oh, I don't know that little TikTok move you're doing there, but I'll show you the Running Man. How about the Tootsie Roll? Do you know that one? No, I didn't think so. Yeah. So.
Or they look at you like, oh, you're so 90s. I'm like, yeah, well, it's all coming back. Look at what you're wearing.
Yeah. Wish you were here. I'd go to the hotel.
Spot it up.
Oh, now that would be fun. Ooh, I would love that. I
That
know.
would be fun.
Well, New Zealanders, I hope you have a great time on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
However you choose.
Yes, we will. It was so good talking with you today, Christy. Say bye to Christy and her gnome. It was great. Good
to see you
chatting.
guys.